Hi everyone, this is Anik from 5 Star Mastering, and today we're going to be taking a look at a tube compressor made by Native Instruments called the Supercharger GT. Now, this is a pretty cool compressor, I think. It doesn't color the sound a lot, it's pretty clean. It has auto makeup gain, so you're not having to balance the output level to sound similar to the input level. It's got three popular attack and release settings. Those are gentle, punch, and slam. Today we're going to be dealing with compressing a kick drum. And when I play this, we're going to start off without compression, then I'm going to add the compression, then take away the compression and add the compression. And you'll get to hear the difference in how compression helps the kick drum not sound as aggressive or poke out of the mix. So as you can see from the meter on the left, when I played that, we had about 2.5 to 3 dB of compression going on. And it does a really good job of making it sound like it's pulling it a bit back in the sound stage, but not so much back that it's being overpowered by all of the other instruments around it. So now I'm going to play the kick drum with no other instruments being played with it, and I'll do that with no compression, then with compression, then no compression, then with compression. And as you can hear, it's taking the louder parts of the sound and it's making them softer, and it's bringing up the softer parts of the sound and making them louder. And what it does is give a nice rounded sound that sounds very even, as opposed to the bulk of the energy being in the lower part of the sound. When they made this compressor, they wanted it to be something that you could easily fire up and get very quick results from. So they've got general settings as presets that really work well when you're trying to dial in something quick and move on. I thought the gentle setting worked really well in this, but the punch and slam produce great effects as well. But I'm going to show you them, and I'm going to play all of the instruments with the kick so you can hear what the compressor does while everything else is playing and how it relates to the other instruments. As you can hear, there's some really glaring differences that happen there. And if you were watching, you'll also see that the attack and the release change with each of those three settings, depending on what the goal is that you're trying to achieve. So now we're going to take a look at saturation. The saturation knob gives you mild, moderate, or hot. And what that does is introduce harmonics to the sound you're compressing. I'm going to let you hear the kick by itself so that you can hear what the saturation is doing. So I think you can get a sense from that example that the more saturation you apply to the sound, the more harmonics are introduced to the sound, and the more distortion you begin to hear with the sound. Now we're going to take a look at the character knob. That has three preset settings: fat, warm, and bright. And what that does is apply a more heavier bass element to either the low part of the sound, the mid of the sound, or the high of the sound. So once again, I'm going to play the kick, and I'm going to cycle through the different presets for character, and you'll get to hear how they affect the sound. As you can hear, either the low, mid, or high gets color added to it when you're using character. And there you have it. That's the Supercharger GT tube compressor from Native Instruments. I like this compressor. It doesn't add a lot of unnecessary color and keeps things really clean and delivers the tightness and punch that you're looking for, while also giving you some creative capabilities with saturation and character. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.